Well, what's up, YouTube? Everplay 3 here. Yesterday, I ended up top 4ing a box tournament with Fire Fist, Here Lives, Gladiator Beast. The deck is actually really consistent. I was shocked to put the two different type of builds together in one, and I was shocked how well it did. I beat Dragon Roar, so I beat Noble Knights. It has a good matchup against Evil Swarm. It's all around consistent deck. I ended up losing top 4 to Bujins because Gate 3, I had the Light Mirror to shut him down, but now I was drawing Iron Wall, stuff like that. So I drew no protection cards for my monsters, so he was able to beat me down with his monster. It sucks. But I ended up going undefeated in Swiss, and then for some reason, every time there's a boss tournament, when they have a boss tournament, locals, I usually, if I go undefeated in Swiss, for some reason I always lose in top 4. I don't know why. But usually, and when I don't go undefeated, I usually make it to the finals and I'm winning it. But it sucks. But the next week, they have they have 2 shops in every other week. Each shop they have a boss winner. So this week that's coming on, I'm planning on hoping to win with this deck at the next box tournament. See how well I do then. But anyway, let's get into the deck profile. You run double Akari, double Darius, double Equest, 1 Bestiari, 1 Mermillo, triple Test Tiger, double Prisma. I run triple Bear. And I run double Wolf Bark. Pretty much what this uses for is instead of wasting a Darius play and force try to attack any of the Darius play to make that ring 4 to get me out of that situation I need to get out of, this will actually help me do that. And plus with Tensu and stuff, I can actually get my extra normal summon in too after I solve that big problem on board. And this helps the deck have a lot more consistency to the deck. That's why I run 3 Bear and double Akari. I have more consistency with Wolf Bark, and you have Prisma to send your Akari for him. And it's just really good in this deck. If you're gonna playing GBs for fun or something, I advise to play this card. This card was just ridiculous. There's games where if I didn't have this, I would have lost. But when I put this in, I won those games because I had this card in my hand. And you can search it out with Tenki. It's a really good card. I advise to try it out in Gladiator Beast. And then you run a double Hero List. This card goes real good with this card because if you have a card on board and graveyard and you have no Glides in hand, you have to or no Test Tiger, so you can just go Hero List, summon Wolf Bark, grab Akari, make Azaris, and then main phase 2, you make Tiger King, grab a Tenki, and then you have Akari then. And then just search out another Wolf Bark, or you want to search out a Bear for that play. Or if you already had Tenki, you can get the Tensu, and then flip a Tensu, get an extra normal summon if you need to get the extra summon in for extra play. This card, you can expand the board with this card. There's times where I can spam up to 4 to 5 monsters in one turn. And that's what I did against the normal guy in top 8, game 2. In one play, I ended up going 5 monsters, and I'll explain how I did that later on in the video. And double Tenki, double Tensu. Sorry, I gotta check about something. That's all the fire formation cards I run. So that's why I run 2 of these, more targets for Bear because you're down at Tenki, and then Tensu can help you do explosive plays. Double Lance. And 1 Book of Moon. The reason why I'm not playing MST is because you run. It's pretty much Lance is your MST because you run Trap Stun, and a lot of people are means just stuff to hurt dragons, so it doesn't really bother you. That's why you side MST in this deck. And then for traps, double War Chariot, triple Fate of Shane. I think I'll cut this down to 2. I'm not so sure yet. Double Trap Stun. Double Iron Wall. This will make a lot of games against a lot of matchups, but originally this was supposed to be a mistake, but no, I had it until afterwards. I was able to pick 2 up because my friend that runs the shop, he ended up selling his 2 he had out of his personal collection, so I'll be playing mistake over that. Then double Mirror Force for 1 Oaths. I'll play 1 Wobby Kill, 1 Bombless, 1 Pulse, and then the one warning. For that check, I play a double Gazaris, one Asadari, one Heraclinos, one Tiger King. I play one Cardinal. People are confused on why and how I play this first off. And I actually got this off a couple times. This actually won me my top 8. It was crazy. Because he had the normal weight guy on board, the XYZ guy, and he had the spell eclipse that he couldn't be targeted, so this doesn't target, made him, bounced it back, and won from there. It was just crazy. You can make this real easy in this deck as a Wolf Bark and Tensu. So, I play one of these guys. People are wondering why I play it because you don't want to build Gladiator Beast. Well, how I see it is that it's a great wall, and he's really good with Wolf Bark. You have the Tensu. So pretty much what I would do is go Tensu, Wolf Bark, bring back a Bear or Lucari, make him, and then what I would do is then in the middle of 5, if I would have hit a War Chariot, because I didn't use the regular normal summon yet, I can summon a Gladiator Beast, go into quest, get a War Chariot. This can help you get to your War Chariot faster, or you want to get a nice Darius, or you can get a nice Darius play out of it too, because you can build a Glad, and then you can summon your Glad attack, and then just bring out Darius, just make another rank 4. So this can actually help you span the board too, because if you have a Wolf Bark though too, so it's actually not that bad in this deck. One Might Stroke, one Black Ship Corn, one Butterfly, one Gemini Pearl, one Cowboy, one Dweller, one Diamond Dagger. This card is really good in this deck because you play Wing Beast and Beast Warriors. So this card pretty much there's only 3 cards in the deck that are dead with this card, and that's 2 Prisma and a Marmilla. Everything else, this card you can just pop and just keep him on board, and you just get a lot of pluses out. There's so many times in Swiss where I just got crazy pluses of this card. So, and it won Zen mains because the times when you hit a Marmilla and Test Tiger, you just want to go Zen mains. I've done that a couple times. Side deck, I could have made this better. I wish it did. So it's still in the works. But play double Fossil Dino, double D Crow. You'd be surprised. It's actually not that bad against normal knights. It's actually screwed up game 3 the normal knight player because I removed a certain equip card and fucking them up. Double Soul Taker, double XYZ Encore, triple MST. Well, they side they're hating against me. And then double Light Mirror for Fusions, and then double DNA Surgery. Sorry for the glare, by the way. This is like the 4th take I took of this video earlier. For some reason, it didn't want to upload, so I had to record it now. So, it sucked. But, so, anyway, with that combo, how I got 5 monsters on board, he had a bigger monster than him. Tiger King, so I had 2 double tank until the Tensu, so pretty much what I did was I didn't normal summon either that turn. I already used a Tensu play, so I just clashed him, brought out Wolf Bark Bear, then brought him back Bear with Wolf Bark's effect, made Cardinal, summoned a quest, then I went one Tensu, summoned another Wolf Bark. It was just crazy plays. And spanning the board. There was times where I would do Hero Lives, and then Tensu, summon Wolf Bark, use Wolf Bark's effect, and then summon a Glide. Like, this deck can swarm the field, and it can overwhelm your opponent. This deck can do a lot of damage in 1 turn. So, and Shockmaster's around, this deck will be tier 1, because this deck can make the Shockmaster consistently turn 1 if you had it. I wish I did. It pretty much can do what Windups did. First turn, make first turn Shockmaster, set a couple back row, you win. So, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to comment below and ask me questions. And, yeah, that's all for today. Peace, YouTube.